Okay, so we're going to talk about the dairy industry and why it's so scary. I have a few more subscribers, so I want to really advocate for the dairy cows right now. I really want to help them out and spread the message. So listen here, I'm going to make it quick. If you want to go vegan, okay, if you want to go vegan, stop the dairy first. That was the last thing that I stopped before I was vegan, okay? Now, I wish I had done everything that day, then and there. But looking at it, really, dairy is probably one of the most malicious and disgusting industries on the market. Egg industry's right up there, grinding up the baby chicks first day of life, okay? But the dairy industry, I think what makes it really terrible is, like many other industries, all the other industries, they artificially inseminate all of the animals, okay? Everything that we produce from the animals is by AI, artificial insemination, okay? There's no natural breeding occurring whatsoever. So we're taking the babies away from the mothers in the dairy industry like all the others. But what makes the dairy industry unique is that sex hormone, the reaction from sex creates hormones that make the mother cow lactate. I just thought cows produced milk for many years. I just thought they were milk-giving animals. No, wrong. Like a human being, they have to have had a baby, and then they produce milk. So they then take the baby away, and if it's a female, they impregnate her, and if it's a boy, they slaughter them immediately. They shoot him in the head or they send him off for veal. First 24 to 72 hours of life. But what happens? How are these cows getting pregnant? You know, not with another cow directly, not with a bull. No, we have the bulls in a separate area in their own facility, which I have to investigate this and see what kind of undercover work they have for the semen extraction sites for bulls. They penetrate the prostate with bulls, basically like putting a rod into the anus and pounding the prostate until climax is achieved, and they take the semen. Or they stimulate the actual bull genitals until ejaculation is achieved, take the semen. And it's transported by AI tech, artificial insemination technician, or whatever they call them. I know it's AI. And rapists, I don't know. So I guess they're raping the male bulls, sexually abusing them, raping them. And then they take it over to the females. And a farmer or a veterinarian puts their arm, fist first, all the way up to the elbow into the female cow's anus, clutches her cervix, lifts it, shoves the needle into her vagina with the bull semen, and inseminates her and impregnates her through artificial insemination that way. So she then has her baby, and the baby, if it's a girl, is kept. This is done to her as soon as she is able to become pregnant, and the boys are shot in the head. So take a quick moment, and before we continue on, just think about human beings when girls can become pregnant. Just think of how young girls can become pregnant, and imagine if another species that could dominate us came into the equation and took our young girls as soon as they were able to become pregnant and put bits and parts of metal and sharp pieces and arms and limbs into their sexual parts and exploited their sexual organs and then impregnated them. You know, girls can become pregnant as young as 12 years old, 11 years old. What if this was happening to our baby girls and another species was then drinking our mammary secretion? So this process is repeated for 4 to 7 years. And note, even in 4 to 7 years, we think that's quite a long time. We think for some reason when an animal lives for that amount of time, they're just growing and old. No, these are babies. These are 4 to 7 year old animals and beings, and then they are sexually exploited time and time again, year after year. The same process, arm in. When they want the baby out, the farmers go in and oftentimes will put tools in there to spread and open her and rip the baby out, haul the baby away. It's terrible. It's just a rape industry, and it is rape. When you take bodily fluids from another being unwillingly, that is rape. When you put the bodily fluids into another being unwillingly, that is rape. When you put your arm up an animal's anus all the way to your elbow, that is rape. And on top of that, it's bestiality. I'm yelling at the farmers right now, the dairy farmers that are still performing this act. This is bestiality. This is sexual exploitation of animals, and humans are doing it. We're taking the mammary secretion that mother cow would have given to her young, and we are refrigerating it, we are pasteurizing it, we are processing it with the blood and the pus that is in it, that they recolor the milk to hide. There's a legal amount of pus that can be in all milk. And we are taking it out of the refrigeration section. We're pouring it in a glass and we're giving it to our young. We're freezing it and licking it off of cones. We're compressing it down into cheese, which it has even more pus concentration in it because of the way it's made. If my husband came home right now, walked through the store and lifted my shirt up and started sucking breast milk out of my breast, it would be viewed as weird and odd and disgusting. But we can go to the refrigerator and we can take a refrigerated jug of cow mammary secretion. We can pour it into a glass and we can drink it, and it's not weird. Wake up. Dairy is freaking rape. It is the most heinous and disgusting industry, just about. They are all terrible. But this dairy industry is one of the worst. With the bestiality, the taking the young away, keeping them at such a young age, slaughtering the young, drinking it, us human beings drinking another species' mammary secretion. We need to get off of this dairy. We don't need this. There are far too many delicious plant-based milks and cheeses out there. There really are. Now, I want everyone to think about that the next time you want to reach for the dairy milk, the next time you want to reach for cheese. This is mammary secretion. It's a sex reaction. It is a hormonal reaction. It has estrogen in it because it is a mammal estrogen, not phytoestrogen like in soy, which is excellent. We are talking about estrogen, mammal sex hormone estrogen from another living being. Phytoestrogen found in soy is delicious and nutritious. And everybody who has a problem with soy talks about phytoestrogen being bad. They just call it estrogen. They don't add that phyto in there. Plant-based. Okay? Not from a mammal. Phytoestrogen, well, guess what? All of the poultry that you're eating, if you're not vegan yet, or if you're just barely vegetarian, all the meat that you were eating, all of it, the chickens, the turkeys, the cows, the sheep, all of it, they are fed soy just the same. All of it. And GMO. All GMO soy. That's when soy becomes dangerous, when we start messing with them GMOs. So yes, wake up. Get off the dairy. It is so scary. If you haven't watched that video, Dairy is Scary, watch it. I haven't watched it yet. I watched Earthlings and I've seen a bunch of other dairy things, and I will watch Dairy is Scary to know, but I have to take a break because it impacts me greatly. I was just up Sweetwater and I saw a lot of cattle, and I got to get a little bit of footage, and I really connected with my feelings, and I'm going to step back from that because I've just been up crying at night, especially when I have been around animals and stuff. So I just have to keep it together because emotionally I get a little, and I take it on because I feel so helpless sometimes because I love them so much and they're hurting so much that it is agonizing. It is absolutely agonizing. So, hey everybody, stop sucking down breast milk from another species. Wow! Oh my gosh! Like, seriously! So, that was a little facetious, but it was all in 100% love. See? It's all love. And everybody just stay strong and take the step you need. Get off the dairy. If you are curious about it, you can look up Earthling Ed. This is the truth. That video on his channel is amazing. Watch Dairy is Scary. Check out Earthlings. Don't give up. Keep fighting for what's right. Bye.